Today I'm at the Clayton Hotel in Birmingham, checking out what's supposed to be one of the city's most stylish stays. I'll be looking at the room, the breakfast and the overall vibe, but let's just say there were a few letdowns. Want to take a look inside? Come with me! Okay, so here we are at the Clayton Hotel reception, and they have this rather nice bright tree in the reception area. This is what it looks like. You go down these stairs to check in, and over here we've got the bar. So let's go check out the room. So we are on the 7th floor, and first thing to note is quite like this touchpad thing. Let's go in and check out the room then. Okay, let's walk in, wait for that slamming door. Oh, not so much of a slam this time. If you've seen my other videos, there are slams on all the other videos, but this is the room, and this is an overview of the room. Very, very nice on first impressions, right? Let's make sure this door's actually shut, shall we? Yeah, see, there you go. Let's get into the details. Okay, so again, we have a dressed bed. So we have the cushions and we have the runner on the end. Of course, it does make the bed look a lot more grand, but as I have commented in my previous videos, not sure about the hygiene on this one. I have seen some people get really angry when they see decorative stuff on the bed. It does actually make the bed look quite smart though, doesn't it? Okay, so the lamps are pretty standard and the bedside tables are a little lacking, I have to say. There are no drawers, guys, nothing in the bedside tables at all. And they're just kind of floating boxes, I would say. Leather headboard, very, very nice, and some artwork on the top as usual. So from the bed, you've got quite a nice vantage point to your television. I always show the vantage point because honestly, some rooms you do not have a great view of your TV, believe it or not. No cumbersome shelving units like some of the other hotels we've seen. Now, you might be hearing the floor, and that's because the floor is this kind of wooden floor that is making quite a lot of noise. Yeah, the floor is quite nice with the brushed wood, I have to say. But moving round, we have the desk area. Nice modern seating, very well kept, no tatty seats as we've had in previous videos. If you haven't seen them, by the way, do check them out. They're all on a playlist there for you to watch and enjoy, peruse and compare. We've got the USB and C ports here and a phone. Yeah, so all pretty standard and quite a lot of charging points. And good news, guys, the charging points are by the bed. Big ticks. Now, we will come over to the view in a moment, but let's just do the bar very, very quickly. First of all, nice to see there's water. Is that complimentary? I hope so. And it looks like some very posh water as well. So, artisan spring water. Yes, nice. And some nice glasses. This is the tea area. Guys, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Where is the Nespresso machine? I am not too happy just to see a kettle here. Should we check the kettle out? Okay, the kettle is pretty clean, but there is water still left in the kettle, which is not great. Kettle's okay. There's no biscuits or anything. It's just very, very basic. A few kind of clipper teas. Oh, no. Sorry, I lied, guys. There are biscuits here. Oat Crunch. Yeah, 1 pack of biscuits here. And your usuals, your coffees. Well, these coffees, guys, there's no capsules. And your sugars and milks. So moving down from the tea area then, let's have a look. Now, I already saw this reveal, so I'm not going to feign surprise. I had the shock of my life. I was like, where is the fridge? You'll see why I'm pretty upset that there is not a fridge in this room, but there is a safe here. You have the tea area with no fridge. And then on this side is the wardrobe. So I was hoping for a fridge on this side, to be honest, but let's take a look. So spoiler alert, there is no fridge in this cupboard either. And you will see I have put my stuff in here. We just kind of put the stuff in very quickly. In here is a hairdryer and some towels. And you'll see our bag is here on the floor because there's normally a bit to put your luggage, right? But there was nothing in here. Why I'm upset, I'm going to show you. I was so organised, guys. I was so organised. Look at this. I bought a cool box with my waters and a couple of cans in there because, you know, I keep coming to these hotels and there is no minibar. So I thought, you know, I'll bring some soft drinks at least to drink. And now there's nowhere to put them. They have to stay in the cool box. Not happy about that. Iron there, pretty basic iron and ironing board in here as well. So you do have this kind of seating area right here next to the window, not quite. Let's have a look outside and see what this view's like. Actually, not a bad view at all. We can see the city. We're quite high up. I do believe this is the top floor of the hotel. And yeah, you can see down below all the cars going. And actually, I do quite like this city view. Nice. Wait, I was saying I like this city view, and then I've just noticed that I can see into the apartments opposite. I'm not going to show you for privacy reasons, but I can see directly into somebody's apartment right now. So, yeah, not great for privacy, huh? Well, for them anyway. I'm going to keep these curtains closed. Quite enjoying these dials here. No idea what they do. I think these are the aircon dials. Let's hope they work, but they are, oh, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea how, oh, hang on, we can make the lights brighter. Oh, I quite like that. And now it's turned something on, no idea what that's done. No idea, but I like this. Okay, I'm moving away from playing with those buttons to the bathroom. Let's check it out. Okay, a rather smart bathroom overall. This sink area actually is very modern and smart. I love it when the sink is sitting on the table like that. Looks very, very nice. Should we check out the amenities? This is the hand soap of choice, not one that I've heard of, but I will test it and let you guys know what it's like. And there's actually not much on this sink area at all. We've just got a lowly box of tissues. No sort of extra amenities, which I'm quite shocked about. Interesting way that they've done the loo roll. Not quite a point. I think they've tried to make it a little bit more creative. Honestly, every time I come to a hotel, I always just look up because this is what I want to see. I want to see a nice rainfall shower. I don't like any other showers in hotels. This is what I like to see. Nice handheld shower. And we've got those field day amenities in here as well. And yeah, I mean, it's a nice open walk-in glass shower. So yeah, high hopes for this one. Quite a nice bathroom. Smart, neat, I would say. A little bit understyle, to be honest. I think it's gone a bit too minimal in here. Just noticed there's a speaker in the ceiling, so hopefully I can get that to work. And big ticks, guys, there is a full-length mirror. Yes, yes, yes. You'd be surprised how many hotels don't have a full-length mirror. And there is a plug underneath, so you can plug in your hairdryer or your tongs or whatever and get ready in this area right by the door, which is quite good. Be good if you can get a chair here as well. So that was the overall look of the room. I think it looks pretty smart. It's very clean. Let's see what tonight's sleep is like. view of the boring over here. What on earth are they doing to Birmingham? Comment below if you can tell me, if you're a local, you can tell me what is going on here. There's roadworks everywhere. But that is the boring where Selfridges is, which we may pop over to. And this is what Birmingham's looking like right now. What floor is it? Hi, morning. We are room 717. Yeah.
For 9:30.
Do you guys have breakfast included?
Yeah.
Alright, so have you guys been here before?
We have ages ago, but
Yeah, alright, so it's all the same sort of self-serve buffet system. You guys can sit anywhere on that side.
so does that mean we can sit over here? Oh gosh, we've got here late. The breakfast selection is not breakfasting. Oh, these are gluten-free, maybe that's why. But there's not much left. Cereal if you want it. This is the fruit selection. There's a bit of salad here. Some cheeses. It's quite scarce in comparison to some of the breakfast selections I've seen. But then again, we are here late. Let's pretend to be healthy. I'm putting it on because by the time we go round, should be done. Yeah, please. So there is a gym, but you have to get a key to get inside. And actually, when I had a little peep inside, doesn't look that great. Well, guys, I will say that was a comfortable night's sleep. This bed was really high up and it was very firm. So yes, big ticks for that. I'm trying to work out whether this floor is real wood or not. It sounds like it when you knock on it. And if it is, I'm very, very impressed. that they've got a real wood floor. By the way, guys, there is no dressing gown or slippers at this hotel, so I had to bring my slippers from the Manor House. If you haven't seen that vlog, do check it out. The Manor Hotel has provided me with slippers for this hotel stay. Was not happy with the towels, guys. These towels are so thin and just uncomfortable. They're not plush at all. I think they're probably the worst towels we've had. Okay, guys, so I thought I would show you what is actually in my bag when I'm traveling. And as you can see, I use all these Juicy Couture little toiletry bags. Just at the moment, I'm loving them. The sizes are all good. They're all like 3 different sizes. Let's get into this one, shall we? And I'll show you what is inside my bag. Okay, so I hope these will give you some tips when you're traveling, sort of things that you can be bringing with you. And let's start with something boring but very practical. These, yes. I always have antibacterial wipes. These are great for like wiping down the hotel, and you can wipe down your hands with them. And I just don't travel anywhere without them. So much stuff to show you. What should we go for next? Let's go for this because this is a weird thing. I have discovered these electrolyte drinks from Decathlon. Really, really good. I cannot recommend this enough. These are just great for traveling. They're like miniature and just, yeah, it's a great electrolyte drink. And, you know, if you don't know, electrolytes help to reduce fatigue, and they have lots of good vitamins and minerals in there that keep you going all day. And if you are like me, and when you drink a glass of water, it doesn't matter how much you drink, you cannot quench your thirst. These are great. So yeah, I put these inside my Stanley and drink that all day when I'm traveling, and it does the trick. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have? Okay, so shower gel. This is great because it's miniature, and I do love the smell of this Jo Malone. So definitely recommend traveling with a mini shower gel, because honestly, you never know if the shower gels in the hotels are going to be any good. Bioderma, I swear by this to cleanse the face. And actually, let's stick on the subject of the face. I use this LMS face cream. Cannot recommend it enough. It's very good, very moisturizing. And actually, when I'm traveling, I have a little miniature one which has SPF in it. So for this time, I don't know why, I actually packed both. But if I'm just doing a very short trip, I will just pack a little one. But, oh, yes, this. When I travel, I absolutely love this, okay? It makes my eyes nice and refreshed when I'm feeling very tired. So recommend it. Add that to your list if you travel a lot. I cannot rave enough about this Boom Boom cream. I've showed it in a couple of my other vlogs. The smell is just delicious. This hand cream is very, very good. And I like the size for traveling. Oh, let's do this. So this is another health one. Vitamin C. I travel with vitamin C. Look, it helps with immune systems. And this one's got zinc in it. Very, very good. I wish they did these in a little size so I can travel with it a bit easier. But yeah, I do travel with that. Maybe I should put these inside this little one. What do you think? So back to face care. More stuff for cleansing the face. I have this dynamic resurfacing facial wash. Pretty good, I'll say. I do recommend when you're traveling to do a double cleanse. So cleanse and then cleanse again. It's just because traveling, I don't know, your skin gets very kind of dirty and you can just end up, you know, having dehydrated skin and stuff. So I do, oh my gosh, you can see, guys, I take my skincare quite seriously, even when I'm doing a short trip. And talking about cleansing, this is another cleansing balm. Okay, so how do I do it? So I do this, I wipe with this, then I do the cleansing balm, then I wash my face. I'm actually doing a triple cleansing step just to get all the dirt and grime off from traveling. Okay, so moving on to sort of my favorite makeup bits. And this is my first one that I'm loving at the moment, this Tom Ford lipstick. And this is the colour. Now, it looks very red, but it's actually quite a sheer colour. And I absolutely love this packaging. Listen. Oh, that's nice, right? People go on about the Dior packaging. I don't know, let's compare. Is it as nice? I don't know if it's as nice as the Tom Ford, but definitely this is a nice on-the-go lip oil. Keeps you moisturized and hydrated when I'm traveling. So again, it is a must. Oh, recent discovery. This lip gloss, I love it. It's got glitter in it though, so it can be a bit annoying to have on when you're traveling. Oh, we've just got the little bits at the bottom now, but I wanted to show you my Rouge Chaotic. I love this smell from Byredo, and very luckily I have quite a few samples, so I always carry these samples with me. They don't really last that long, to be honest, but I do have just a little bit left in there. And then some random bits. First of all, this little Elemis oil. This is great to use at night. Again, it's all about keeping the skin hydrated when I'm traveling. And just some random things, guys. So like some scissors and a little hair grip. And that is everything inside my bag. Hope you found this useful, guys. Hope it gave you some tips of what to carry with you when you're traveling, and do comment below if you have any recommendations. Okay, quick review of the bathroom then, because I've got a little bit to say about it. First of all, this at the top of the mirror. Now, this doesn't look good at all, right? It just doesn't look good. Here's the thing, the hotel is very clean and actually quite well kept, but this isn't good. Now, I did absolutely love this sink. I really did, but the sink has a lot of issues. It's very shallow, which means that the water ends up on the floor. And I think this tap just isn't like tall enough. So when you are washing your hands kind of hit the sink because you can see the depth. It's not great. I know it looks very stylish, but you know, having water go all over the counter and the floor when you're just trying to wash your face is not great. Oh guys, I really didn't want to say this about the shower because I was so happy to see a rainfall shower, but this shower, there was no water pressure at all coming. It was not a rainfall. It was more like a drizzle. The handheld shower, however, did have a lot of pressure, but I wasn't happy about that. And something else is this glass. So can you see where the glass ends and you've got this little entrance here? The entrance is very small. It kind of, you know, it doesn't really give you enough room to get out of the shower, which is bizarre. I feel like they needed to move that glass back just a little bit, especially because they've got rails there. So it's not great getting out of there. Great controls though, very easy to use. And can I just say, all hotels should have the controls here and the shower here, because it means you can turn it on without getting sprayed, right? Let me demonstrate. So let's turn it on. Oh, okay, we're getting sprayed because the handheld is over there. All right, let's put this one on. Yeah, okay, this is a better demonstration. Look, see, I'm not in the shower and I turned it on. That I love. Oh, now we've got to turn this off. There we go. Gosh, that was dramatic and chaotic. All right. And I promised you a review of this soap. It's called Field Day, and it's actually made in Ireland, I believe. Well, it says Wild About Ireland, so I imagine it's made in Ireland. It did smell nice, but it says it's gentle and refreshing, and the smell was a bit too gentle for me. So that was my stay at the Clayton Hotel in Birmingham. On paper, it looks like a stylish choice, but honestly, there were too many letdowns for me to recommend it. Little things added up, and at this price point, I expect the touches we've seen in other hotels. Dressing gowns, a fridge, conditioner, a sense of luxury. But the real deal breaker was getting into the hotel. We came through this signposted entrance at the side door. Staff didn't even look up, just pointed us away. And when we finally found another way to get in, obscured by all these roadworks and in torrential rain, no apology, just a shrug. When you're paying for a luxury hotel stay, you shouldn't feel like a vagrant outside begging to be let in. You should feel welcomed. Birmingham has hotels that offer so much more for the same price, and for me, the Clayton just isn't it. So, if you want to see where Birmingham really does luxury better, you know where to be. Check out my Sleep Well playlist in the description box below or scan the QR code now. I drop videos every Friday from London and beyond. So subscribe, join the in crowd. It's totally free to become a member here, because when we step out, we stand out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.